What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Goshen's Games, and welcome back to another SAO Rising Steel video. Today's video, we're going to talk about the ranking event that's coming, and honestly, I'm just going to straight up say it. I really don't want this. I didn't want this in this game. I don't want this. I know a lot of you guys probably feel the same way, to be honest with you. And if you ever played Memory Defrag, you'd understand why we don't want this. Before we go over this, I'm going to tell you we'll go over the pros and cons of ranking events in a game like this, or a game like Memory Defrag. Okay, let's go over the pros. The pros are you can get a ton of different rewards. Like, that's always a good thing. You can get probably limit break crystals. You can get scouting tickets. You can get, and this is based off of Memory Defrag, right? So like you get you'll get diamond cubes. You get a whole bunch of different rewards that are really good. The downside, the cons, is that it makes the game pay to win. That's what these ranking events do. In a lot of cases, Memory Defrag, for example, when the ranking events, the ranking events have pretty much always been in Memory Defrag, but typically the ones who do the best in the ranking events in Memory Defrag are the ones who have the newest and best characters. That's how it happens in Memory Defrag. So a new banner will drop, a new ranking event will drop, along with a new event that you grind, which again is good because then there's a ton of stuff to grind. But in order to get the best stuff, in order to rank, high enough to get the best stuff, you have to have the best stuff. So you have to have the newest characters, max limit broken. With their weapons and like all this other stuff. The problem in Memory Defrag at this point in the game is you have the crossing skills. So in order to do well in the crossing skills, you have to have the newest characters with the crossing skills. And you have to have both of the characters so you can benefit from them with those said crossing skills. So it's a tough situation that they're putting this game into, especially so early. So early in the lifespan. If they're gonna do this, they need to balance it. It needs to be balanced with something else. Give us some more free-to-play friendly stuff in order to kind of balance this out. Maybe I don't know. Maybe make the daily gacha a permanent. The daily free gacha a permanent thing. That would help tremendously. If you have daily gacha every day, where you get a free daily single. That helps immensely. If you have, I don't know, it's kind of tough. It's a tough. I was gonna say if you like increase the power of the free to play 4 stars, but no, if you do that, then there's gonna be more of a power creep on the gacha 4 stars. So then I don't want that. It's a tough situation that I don't want this game to be in, but they're putting it in the game. So let's go over this. Let's read it. Let's read what the event has in store and what we're going to be looking at going forward. So this event is coming at the end of the month, which is in like 3 days or something. It says Saturday at the top. So let's take a look at this. New event, high score ranking event. Scheduled to begin late February, early March. High score ranking event is an event where a set number of randomly chosen people within a group compete for the highest score to get a reward character to join their party. In the boss battle quest for a high score ranking event, players get scores based on the amount of damage dealt to a boss in a set number of turns, damage received from bosses, and how they do in the score bonus quests. In the high score ranking events, rewards can be obtained through the following 3 ways. Ranking within a group, accomplishment of a set high score, exchanging an exchange item that a boss dropped. Form a party while taking a close eye on the boss's characteristics and get a high score. About rewards. In ranking event, you can obtain ranking rewards based off your ranking at the end of the event. High score completion rewards, rewards for surpassing high scores, and exchange rewards, dropped exchange items from bosses. Scout tickets obtained from ranking rewards can be used in specific ticket scouts. Now here's the problem, right? So scout tickets. The scout tickets, you know, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Get reward characters only available in ticket scouts. We'll get to that. About scores. In ranking event, players compete for the highest score through quests. Scores are added and subtracted based on the following 4 conditions. A damage dealt score will be added to your score based on the amount of damage dealt to an enemy. A damage received score will be subtracted from your score based on the amount of damage you have received from an enemy. Scores will not go below 0. A clearing bonus will be added to your score based on the difficulty of the quest cleared, and a bonus score will increase the final score based on the number of bonus scores earned in a quest. I know it's a lot to take in. I know. Basically, deal more damage, get more points. Take more damage, get less points. That's how it's going to go. Now, the difference between this and memory defrag is that in memory defrag, you can dodge and parry. This you cannot. Okay, so this you cannot. You will be getting hit. Your characters will be getting hit. So you will be losing points because you're gonna be taking damage. So you want to out damage the boss. So best things to do in this type of situation: learn the boss's attack patterns, write them down, and take control of the battle. So meaning, make sure that you are doing your incarnate skills enough to be able to push the bosses back. Make sure that you break the bosses if there's a situation where they do a charge, so you can push the bosses back, making them do less damage and allowing you to deal more damage. The more incarnates that you do, the more attacks that you can get within a certain amount of turns. So keep that in mind when you're doing this event. And that's why I say it's always the best thing to do is to learn the attack patterns and stuff like that. All right, how to play high score ranking. High score ranking events are events where you can defeat bosses and complete with a set number of people for the highest score, all while enjoying an original story. Rewards. Rewards can be obtained in the following 3 ways. Ranking rewards. When ranking within a group. Okay, we already went over that. Scout tickets. It looks like we're going to be getting Yui, which is actually pretty cool, but we'll go over that. Scores are added and subtracted based on the following 4 conditions. You can see right here. So damage dealt, damage received. And then completion bonus. So if you get, I think you get score bonus if you complete all of the tasks that are there. You can see that I'm like kind of disappointed in this. All right. So let's go over this. The problem with the tickets, right? So a lot of times so say for example, in memory defrag, in order to use the tickets, you have to have like 10 of them. And a lot of times, and I hope they don't do this like they do in memory defrag. In memory defrag, they have 3 different tiers of tickets that they give. They give a bronze, a silver, and then the gold tickets, or whatever the guaranteed ticket is. If the guaranteed ticket, you're guaranteed to get the character. The other tickets, you're not guaranteed, right? So you get 10 of the silvers, you do the summon, and you're not guaranteed to get the character. There's a chance that you get them, but it's not guaranteed. Bronze, same thing. So I think if you're going to relate that to this, then the bronze ticket is 2-star and up, silver ticket is 3-star and up, and then you got your gold ticket, which is the guaranteed. Now, here's the problem. If they do that in this, oh my god, it's going to be super trash. I will hate this event. I will hate it. It's going to make me dislike the game. It's going to, not dislike it, but it's going to make me lower my score and what I feel of the game, right? So, right now, for me, as far as mobile games goes, this is a 5-star game for me. But the addition of this, depending on how this is handled, it's going to reduce it big time to like a 3.5 star for me. I'm not even joking. That's how upset I will be if this is super pay to win. Okay? Adding a little competition here and there, fine. But when you're talking about like gacha tickets and stuff, especially if the character is good, I don't know how the Yui is. I don't know if the Yui is going to be any good or not. But especially when you're talking about like gacha characters, or like characters that could actually be really good to use, it's a problem if you can't get the character, right? So if you don't rank top in your group, your group, if you don't rank top in your group, you're probably not going to have enough tickets to get the character. You have to rely on the lower tier tickets if that's how they do it. I don't know if they're doing it like that. I don't know if they're doing it like that. But it becomes a problem. Okay? It becomes a problem. And then here's the thing. So it looks like War of the Underworld is going to be every month, right? So if War of the Underworld is every month, and then they do this too, I don't know how often they're going to do this. Because in Memory Defrag, I think they do this like every 2 weeks. So I have no idea how often they're going to be doing this. But if they do it every 2 weeks, I mean, that's a grind. These things are you want to talk about massive grinds? In Memory Defrag, these events are massive grinds because you want to get like all the points to get all the rewards, because if you don't, then you don't have enough of the tickets to summon for the gacha characters, and you miss out on a lot of good top tier rewards if you don't hit all the milestones. So it's a massive grind in Memory Defrag for all those milestones. I'm not even talking about the ranking part. I'm just talking about the milestones right now. Okay? So the milestones just alone is a massive grind. Now you take in consideration the ranking of it. So depending on the boss, so say for example if it's a light fight, like I'm going to do well in a light fight because my strongest team is a dark team. But if you go and you throw in, say, a wind fight, I don't have a lot of fire units. I got Tisei and that's it. You know, the Tisei and the free-to-play Lifa. I don't have a lot of fire units. I'm not going to do well in that event at all. At all. I'll probably be like middle tier if I'm lucky, just because like I can use strategy to fight. But other than that, whew, I'm not going to be doing good in that. No, not in one bit. You know, so it's things like that where it's like, oh God, I'm scared of this event. I'm really scared of it. But I guess that's really prejudgment until it drops. I mean, I don't want to make prejudgment. I mean, I do, but I don't want to. I don't want to say it's gonna ruin the game until it actually drops and we get to see it in action. So I'm gonna approach this with caution. I'm not gonna put my hopes way too high. I mean, look, I praise WFS for everything that they've done for this game. You know, as free-to-play friendly as it's been so far, I praise WSF for that. I said WSF or WFS? WFS. Anyways, I praise them for how free-to-play friendly they made this game. But at the end of the day, it's a Bandai published game. Bandai's the one who approves everything. So this could have been like a Bandai thing where they're like, oh, we have this in Memory Defrag. We want you to put this in the game. WFS has to do it. They have to do it because they're contractually obligated to do so, because Bandai is their boss. And it's disappointing. It really is. Let me know what your thoughts and comments are down below in the comment section. Let's have that conversation. This is something that we need to discuss as a community, so I want to hear your thoughts and opinions on this. If you have experience with Memory Defrag, like I do with the ranking events, voice your concerns if you have concerns. And let's see how this turns out once it actually drops. Saturday, 3 a.m. for me is when this is dropping. So with that, guys, I will catch you all later. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe for you new. Everyone, have a fantastic rest of your day. Stay cool, guys.